5 years, I mean, it feels like it was a lifetime ago, but equally it's one that hasn't gone away. So it's just an ongoing reality for me. It's one of those things you look at and go, where did the years just go by? I'm immensely proud of what New Zealand did to protect itself. And because I'm so intimately involved in people who were sick, I know how many people were saved from that. And I wouldn't wish what I've been through on anybody. There's nothing like being really sick and in the spotlight doing it when an entire country is locked down and everybody is afraid at the same time and not knowing what they're supposed to do. And so that was a very, very odd experience to have. But I don't remember a lot of it as well. So I remember parts of it, and I probably buried a bunch of it emotionally. I got quite sick within that period of time, and I had the bronchial side of things, and so I sounded really sick as well. That took about 6 weeks to clear up, and I had the cough linger for about sort of 6 months after that. Then what happened, and that's what we now know is sort of the secondary that happens with long COVID, is I then became really inflamed, and it was experienced throughout many parts of my body, but first of all showed up in ways that I thought I had dealt with. I had previous endometriosis, and suddenly, even though I'd had a hysterectomy, all these things were flaring in me that just made no sense. I've been in a situation of being a bit of a guinea pig for universities through this, and so I've had access to data points that the average person doesn't have, and we were able to see that my immune system 18 months after initial virus had absolutely gone off on one and was really struggling to come back in line. 5 years on, that's still the same story, and that looks like multiple autoimmune conditions, and they like to travel in packs, one after the other, and energy-wise I get incredibly tired. So people who see me go, "You look great," and I go, "Yeah, it's because these things with chronic conditions, makeup's really good at covering, and I'm good at managing myself. I'll go do something, and then that's the only thing I can do that day." People who spend more time with me can see how across a day you'll see that energy just drop off, and then I can't do anything. I have a muscle autoimmune condition now as well, and that is causing me fairly significant issue. Like getting up, getting down, the muscle loss. It's interesting society's view of how you look, because of course I look skinnier than I ever have, and that's because I have lost so much muscle. The reality is that this is going to be a lifetime journey. I try not to think like that. I try not to think too far ahead because it's too terrifying.